Testing. Okay. This is really cute, though. Amy, thank you so much for having me here to read, to celebrate your book. And Julia, wow, thank you. I've been thinking a lot about that moment when Orpheus turned around and saw his wife and came back without his wife. And some legends will tell you that he could not bear to date ever again except for men. So that is where these poems take us. Orpheus meets Pythagoras. I attended a lecture in Croton at the school of Pythagoreanism taught by none other than the man himself. Stumbling in 30 minutes late, the drink of the night before still heavy on my brow, I was determined to know something algebraic about music. With a monochord, Pythagoras demonstrated his method of musical tuning, each string singing in a sequence of harmonic fifths. He stood before us, average height, long beard and hair, save for a bald patch on the crown of his head. I still don't know if the corona emanating from his face was the result of my wine-addled stupor, a signal sent to me from the gods, or simply his natural state, heavenly enshrined for all to see, but I saw it as I saw him for the first time. He glowed, and with each pluck of a string on the monochord, his glow pulsed, deepening, touching me down in my instinct. His lips, twin peach halves departing and conjoining until my craft resounded as equation, as a numeral story that enchanted my ears. At once the world was divine and clean, with sounds to touch in rapture. And I'll just be reading two more for you. Pythagoras meets Orpheus. I needed a place to put my numbers down for a while after chasing Venus through the cosmos all afternoon, its subtle body pulsing with carnal implications. I learned of the concert as its details were exchanged between two men passing one another in the street. Will I see you at Lyric and Lyre tonight? Yes, at the mouth of the cave. Their brief interlude rang in my ear all day, until I found my feet carrying me to a nearby cave which sat on a cliff facing the sea. He possessed a supernatural grace with long, dark hair and olive skin. The musician stood head and shoulders above most men, his jawline kissing another altitude. Between his songs, he recited poetry. He sang of swans and longing. He spoke of cascades and hyacinth. When his lips parted, the universe fell from between them. As I was leaving, I saw one of the men who had tipped me off about the performance and approached him to ask for the poet's name. His eyes were round and bright in the night. Orpheus, he said, his name is Orpheus. And finally, beneath the pomegranate tree. I trace a squall with my finger in the growth pattern of his beard. Just below his jaw, the hairs spiral out from center with an elegant promise of crisis. He sleeps with his head in my lap beneath the pomegranate tree. These plants always remind me of elderly women burdened by the produce they carry home from the markets, with their warped stupor, their garish red like the rouge of lips. His brow furrows, his lips purse, as the vault of his mouth presses to keep his dream song under lock and key. Holding him is like loving a portrait, with all the heat and tumult of a summer storm. the sacred geometry of his face, vexing gods, its planes cast out from the firmament in envy. I try not to see this verve between us like an equation to solve, he a harp, and I myself an abacus. Where he quivers, I fall to pieces. Thank you.